Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be doing a versus battle. This is my first video on the channel, my first versus battle on the channel, and today we have Metal Sonic versus Cell. And this fight I've been really looking forward to covering because I just wanted to let you people know about my thoughts about this matchup and who I think would win, because I debunked Zeta, but I want to see. I'm sure some of you guys are probably curious on how I would scale Cell. Now, I will admit I don't agree with Sonic being outer versal anymore, or at least it should be taken with a grain of salt, because Sonic being outer versal mainly relies from some odd statements from Ian Flynn, and some stupid idiots decided that this Dark Gaia and the end are equal. So that's why you gotta be very careful on what you listen to. But yeah, this is my first new video, but I guess I should just shut up and jump right into scaling now. To start off, we have Metal Sonic, everybody's favorite. Now, I'm actually going to start off with, he should pretty easily be complex multiversal due to scaling to Sonic. And Sonic was capable of defeating Solaris, who is stated to be a super dimensional being. This is pretty consistent of him scaling to Sonic, because he's been stated to be his equal multiple times, and even other forms of media, he's able to beat Sonic and Shadow at the same time. Now, I know I'm focusing on the game continuity. I just think it's worth mentioning that Sonic and Metal Sonic are equals. So any Sonic's feats, Metal Sonic should scale to. He also has different forms like Neo Metal Sonic, Super Neo Metal Sonic, Metal Overlord, and Master Overlord. But yeah. Now we're jumping in. Oh yeah, and his high end for his AP, I'd say Hyperversal is pretty consistent for Sonic. I mean, I just think Hyperversal is good, because not only does it line up, but also Sonic has some 12D scaling, which is Hyperversal plus, and I think at a high end he should get to high Hyperversal. I'd say that's very reasonable overall, in my opinion. Yeah. Okay. Now we're actually jumping into his speed. Now, as a baseline, he should be having measurable speed, considering the fact that he was capable of being Sonic's equal, and Sonic is able to transcend space-time with his speed due to being able to warp reality with his speed. It was stated in Sonic Generations that Sonic's speed was repairing space-time. And also, in Sonic CD, Sonic was capable of traveling through time with his sheer speed alone. So it's not far-fetched to say at all. Okay. But honestly, he should easily get to irrelevant speed from what I just said. And that's pretty casual for Metal Sonic. Now we are, and real quick, I think I should go over his abilities. First, he has, his main ability is his data copying ability. The rest of his abilities I don't really think are necessary. I just feel like I really just need to mention his data copying abilities. That's it. That's all. He can basically copy anything that Cell does. Okay, now we're going to jump into Cell scaling. Now, as a baseline, Cell should at least be solar system level due to his Kamehameha being stated to be capable of destroying the solar system. And this is pretty consistent, because, I mean, it's just a blatant statement. But you could easily get this to multi-solar system level due to him just being so blatantly stated to be capable of destroying the solar system. Now, he has a lot of universal statements. Like, there's a lot of statements just saying Cell could destroy the universe, or people destroying the universe that Cell would scale to. And I'd say Cell being universal is pretty consistent. I mean, Cell's just universal. That's it. That's all. Honestly, I mean, I don't entirely agree with some meta. Some people get them to like complex multiversal or so. But even so, that, you know, actually, I'm not gonna say anything yet. But to be honest, that's pretty irrelevant currently. But now we are jumping into his different forms. Well, actually, never mind. But I was gonna see if I could get some Dragon Ball Super scaling, but I don't think he appears in Dragon Ball Super, so we're just gonna leave it like that. Okay, now it's time to break down the fight. Oh, wait. Real quick, before I break down the fight, let's go over Cell speed. He can use instant transmission, which is like going through space-time. I think everybody already knows this by now, but you know what? I just think it's worth mentioning. Infinite speed for Cell. That's all I really have to say. And, yeah. Alright, it's time. Now it's actually time to break down the fight. Now, as far as AP goes and just raw power, Metal Sonic slams with no difficulty. I mean, come on. He has high hyperversal scaling when Cell's high end gets him at universal. I don't really need to explain, do I? Okay. Like, okay. Even by the events of 06, he was already capable of being stronger than Cell. Even by the events of Sonic CD, he's capable of beating Cell. Mainly because of his superior speed. Okay. Now we are hopping into their speed. And once again, Metal Sonic slams with pretty low difficulty, with negative difficulty. I mean, he has irrelevant speed while Cell has infinite speed. It's really, you just can't compare the two. Metal Sonic is just on a different level entirely. He has the highest speed scaling you could get in power scaling. So Cell can't even compare to that in any way whatsoever. Now, real quick, Cell's outerversal meta should be taken with a grain of salt, because people like Zeta like to use Dragon Ball GT, which is non-canon information, to get Cell to outerversal, which is pretty insane. But even if he is outerversal, Metal Sonic still wins because he's his superior speed. Now, as far as hacks and abilities go, this one also goes to Metal Sonic, because not only the ability to data copy is absolutely broken, he has more forms. Cell Max isn't gonna do nothing against Meta Overlord or Master Overlord. And Super Perfect Cell is nothing. I mean, I don't even think he needs to go into his Neo Metal Sonic form to beat Cell. I mean, you could just wank him down to Cell's level of power to make the fight more interesting if it's like an animation. But in all seriousness, this fight is really not even close. Metal Sonic really slams in every single category. He has speed, strength, abilities, durability, literally everything that you could possibly want. Now, if you guys want me to dive into some pretty goody scaling, like if you guys want to see Archie Metal Sonic versus Cell scaling from Dragon Ball GT, I will make a video on that. But we are just talking about manga Cell / anime Cell and game Metal Sonic. Now, there is something I do want to say before this video is over with. And that's, well, even though I do think Metal Sonic would absolutely slam with like no difficulty, I don't entirely agree with Metal Sonic just kind of one-shotting him. Actually, wait. No. I didn't mean to say that. But sorry about that. I don't entirely think that Cell. Once again, Cell's not weak, but he just is not a match for Metal Sonic. Listen, Metal Sonic is. Plus, I'm actually gonna have a video breaking down Goku versus versus Sonic. And I guess some people might. And also, I don't know if he appears in Dragon Ball Super. He may have scaling from the show, so I may get this wrong. But from what I know, Cell does not appear at all in Dragon Ball Super. Plus, why does it really matter if even then? Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna say that, but that is it for this video. Last little overview. Metal Sonic takes strength, speed, durability. You know what? Forget it. Pretty much everything. So who wins? I got my money on Metal Sonic. See you all later. Bye.